baby poop,
Yeah.
when the baby is being fed by the mom,
Yeah.
that is extraordinarily valuable poop.
Yes.
This is see what we're doing here. We're actually reversing everything.
Yeah.
Usually, when the women's issues are usually considered something
Yeah.
that's
Right.
a lost leader. It's not something that you can make money off of. And little
Yeah.
babies is
Yeah.
considered a big problem. You never make money off of them, but
Yeah.
if they're feeding off the mother's breast,
Yes.
and the mother is getting fresh, clean food from
Yes.
the Sanipod and
Yeah.
the technology.
Yeah.
That means that what comes through that baby
Yeah.
is the most pure thing in the
Oh
world.
yeah.
Very, very nutritious thing.
You know, my son pooed on my face at one time. You know, it doesn't smell that bad.
That's because it has pure minerals in it.
Yeah.
It's very pure poo.
Yeah.
When they're little. Was he breastfeeding at the time? Was he breastfeeding?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
When he was doing that?
Yes. Yeah.
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 Definitely, man.
Yeah.
I mean, this all turns everything on its head. I mean,
Yeah.
Richard, you did a grand breakdown of the type of money that's at stake here.
Yeah, I
But
was looking at those numbers again, and just because
Yeah.
it's good to quantify, right? It's good to know
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
what
Sure.
and so.
But when you
uh,
calculate the human body, that's a different story.
it is.
you consider that we need a solution for every living person, right?
Yeah,
And,
that's right.
and there's no reason why we shouldn't do it the right way. If you're doing it a bad way, why? It
Yes.
doesn't make.
Yeah.
Once you get this worked out,
Yeah.
I was saying, to Aubrey, well, if anyone in the world can say, "Oh, I have a better way," fine, we're listening.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
this seems to be the biological, with the natural
Yeah.
synergy,
Yeah.
and it just, continues to make use of all the nutrient, all the biological energy, and bound up, right? Sunlight, right? So
Yes. The sunlight
this
comes
is
from
energy,
the sun.
bound up sunlight, and
This is also part of the solar project.
yeah, it's energy, it's nutrients, it's intelligence, it's all there.
Yeah.
You don't want to throw that away. You throw that away, it's ridiculous, right?
Yes.
That's why it's poor.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, if you do quantify it, it is about 3 trillion in value. That's a global value of everybody is engaged, right? If everyone's making their contribution.
Right. Right.
And one could assume that, well, we'll never be perfectly making that contribution. If some waste is not going into the system for various reason or some situation, okay, fine, but right, for the most part,
Yeah.
I mean, every place could be equipped with this kind of system.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
It's
Why not?
so worthwhile.
Yeah.
So 3 trillion for 8 billion. So 30 billion for 100 million. 3 billion, right?
It's because, dude,
million?
I can't do this because it's just too easy, man. It's too easy and I can't do it.
Yeah.
100
Like,
million.
It's so much easier if you
With
do like
the,
a higher.
What, 30 billion, and then the whole population pushes you up to the 3 trillion.
Nice.
Anyway, we can look at the numbers. It's very simple, and I'm doing that based on
Wait, you're
an
doing it pretty well.
1 pound per day
Yes.
food average for
Yes.
the world.
Nice.
Maybe that's wrong. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, right?
Wow. Yeah.
So
It's
watch me,
pretty
watch me.
good. I think good
Dude,
figure.
no
Put
cap.
thumb
This is not.
and at $1 a pound,
This is
because
so
we
crazy
can
with the
convert
mouse
bucks, and
Okay, I
and those larvae are worth that kind of money for sure.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, it's like a wholesale. That's not
Right.
I
Well,
legit like
yeah.
this being
It's
like.
like for feed stock, right? For volume feed
What?
supply,
Wait.
like fish.
okay. Here's another breakdown for you.
Yeah.
Most women experience a blood flow between 10 and 80 milliliters during 2 to 7 days. and the average amount of blood that a woman's body expels during her menstruation can be found to be 35 milliliters. That's about 2 to 3 teaspoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons, or 6 teaspoons. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been to the the plant shop, where you get the bags of plant food and all of that. But some of the most expensive things you can get is they sell dried blood that come from cattle houses.
Yeah.
And hold on a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's blood. That's another
Not even
calculation.
It's called an AIM map 'cause they're
Adding,
far
right?
away.
Adding to it.
Yeah.
And I wonder
But
this.
we should get on with the
I just
food.
looked the numbers.
You know, we got to do first thing first.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but
My gosh.
the blood thing is a whole nother thing, because
No.
the blood is even more valuable
Get to
than the
the end
food.
part at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well,
The blood
yeah.
that comes from out of a woman's body in a menstruation is more valuable than the food. It's less of it, but there's a nutrient cost to it.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, Gregory. It's just I want to see if we can do some business. You know.
Yes. Yeah. That's right. Doing business. Yeah. And we don't separate them, right? We don't separate so it's the same thing. You know, why
And
just
everything needs to be validated and piloted. You know,
It's
there's
Right.
no
possible.
talking for talking purpose, right?
yeah.
Right, of course.
We want to see if we can now make this happen, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And we just stick with the number 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I already got the website, you know. I can get it running in 5 minutes.
Yes, you got it that time.
So,
Yes.
You just click it
You
twice,
know,
bro.
Gregory,
You play with one
you're
finger?
right there in
Dude,
Chicago.
okay. How about this? I'll do keyboard.
I have spent quite a bit of time with the executives of this largest
No,
chemical
look at my
company.
finger. You see my finger?
Hold on a second, Aubrey. Can you turn whatever that is down?
Aubrey, maybe
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we hear more of that than we hear you, man.
Yeah.
Now the executive, Richard.
Yeah. So look, yes, I've known the soap industry, of course, since decades now.
Yeah.
I worked mostly with 2 companies. Hinkel in Germany, is a soap and chemical company and manufacturer, and in America, it's Stepan. So Stepan is the biggest corporate, manufacturer, international company for soap in the world,
A lot.
and their headquarters is Chicago. And so I've been engaged with Stepan and the executive team, and I also know people in the in their supply chain.
Okay.
What they do is they manufacture the soap concentrates. These are fundamentally basic chemicals.
Right.
They're a chemical company. So what they're manufacturing is sodium lauryl sulfate.
Yo, I can't.
Well,
Your music is
That's
playing?
what we use
Oh my
basically for
God.
the soap, because it's a high foam. It's a high foaming agent. It produces lots of bubbles, right? And
Holy,
they're
this is so
relatively
broken.
stable bubbles that you can
How
put
broken
also some stabilizer,
Dude, no, okay, my sister
additive
is
in
not
there.
even
So
that
that's
high.
basically the only thing we do.
It's 0.44.
We use the
with,
off-the-shelf concentrate,
The
at about 2% with water.
yes.
And plus, we use sometimes a stabilizer, and
Oh, you have 0.44.
and that's it. So, and these are basically organics, right? These are fats.
That's
These are
OCs,
fatty
by the
acids,
way. That's OCs.
and you get them from vegetable oil, animal oil. You get them from fats, right? From oil, and they want the lauric acid. That's
Easy
what they're
or
looking
hard?
to source.
Mm.
So,
Yeah.
because they're a soap company,
Yeah.
I know one of their downstream converters. So they say converter, because Stepan doesn't make any soap or any soap products. You know, nobody knows about Stepan.
Right.
But everybody in the manufacturing is using their material.